Hello friends and welcome to Fire Emblem Discussion. Today I'm going to be looking at your questions. If you want to ask me a question, go over to my Discord. You can find a link to that in the description. Go to the channel, that Ask FED Anything channel or whatever, and send me a question. I will answer it in a video just like this one, unless it's like inappropriate or bad or something. I will not answer inappropriate questions. So, let's get started. And this is kind of like a 5,000 subscriber, thank you. Adding this, Ask FED Anything channel. I've been thinking about doing it for a while. Someone suggested it in the server, and I was like, all right, let's do it, right? So here we are at the Ask FED Anything server. Oh, and before we go any further, I just want to say, please go check out my second channel. Just launched it today. Have our first video up. And please subscribe to it. We want to grow that one and have a good second channel. Get to 1,000 as soon as possible and stuff. All that good stuff. I'd love the chance to talk more about stuff with Nintendo and other things like that that aren't really appropriate for Fire Emblem discussion. But anyways, let's get on to the questions. Alright, first from Azarath, who asked, how is it going, FED? I'm doing great. Life is great. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing good too. Alright, from Lila Corpsegrave says, how has Tearing Saga, is it Tearing or Tearing? Someone correct me on that one. How has Tearing Saga been treating you? I honestly have really been enjoying it. I really enjoy Tearing Saga a lot, and its sequel Berwick. They're both really good games. Tearing, this is honestly my first full playthrough of it. I've dabbled in it before, but I'm in the middle of my first playthrough on the channel, and it's been a grand old time. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really into a lot, I think my favorite character so far is Naren. I like the idea of super unassuming, childish looking kid who turns into your best unit, easy. And I like a lot of the Swordmasters too, like Shigen and Vega. Really, really cool cast of characters. I'm having a lot of fun. I think the story is really good too. And it's well presented. And I think it's done well. Alright. Moving on. Vampire Kitten. Parenthetical Amy. Okay, parenthetical Amy. Orange or purple? Purple. Maverick. Praise Takumi or blame Takumi? Blame him. Blame him. It's all his fault. Why aren't all my suggestions for the community tier list implemented already? And why don't you personally consult me with this tier list before every video? Well, GOAT. I read your suggestions. I read everybody's suggestions. I just don't necessarily... I don't know. It's popular vote. I understand this is a joke, but it's popular vote. And yeah, that's really all it is. Blade of Light. Are you playing? Did you play Heroes? Opinion on it? Why haven't you tried it out? So yes, I did play Heroes. I downloaded it day one, and I've had it on my phone ever since. I played it religiously for the first year, on and off for the second year, and now this year I've pretty much left it alone, if I'm being honest. I've been pretty whatever about it. It's fun every now and again to go in and stuff, but I'm just kind of over it. It just, the novelty of it wore off pretty quickly, honestly. And the reason I would go back in is for specific characters that got released, and I'd be excited to use them and stuff. But I don't think it really warranted. I don't think it warrants continued play from me. I don't know. I'm honestly just kind of bored at this point, and I don't care to keep playing it. So I think it is a decent mobile game. And otherwise it's fine. I don't know. Not my deal. From Franliff. You mentioned you liked the Tellius cast the most out of all Fire Emblem games. Which character, or maybe few characters, are your favorites? My favorites are Oscar, Boyd. I don't know. I really like the group dynamic of Oscar, Boyd, and Rolf. I think they're all really... I like all three of them. Jill is probably my favorite overall character from Tellius. She's just really interesting to me. Her story is so cool too. The idea coming from the enemy side, growing up with prejudice towards the Laguz, and then just trying to reform her life essentially. It's a really interesting take on like a character who was raised raised in a way that is like seen as evil or wrong by most, and you know, seeing her overcome her bad childhood, or see her overcome the things she learned in the Dane military and in like Dane. I don't know. Do they have schools? I don't freaking know. But Dane like learning. So I think that's really interesting. So Jill probably overall is my favorite, but I do really enjoy Oscar and Boyd especially, and then Rolf as like the three brothers is a fun dynamic. Goat. Will you make a waifu/husbando tier list? No. Ilialadar, sorry if I say your name wrong. What is your opinion on spending money in free-to-start games like Heroes? I don't. I mean, if you want to, go for it. I mean, make sure you can pay your bills and everything. To make sure you're not wasting your money on something that isn't, like, super necessary. But if you have the money to spend, I'm not going to judge you for it. Whatever. It's not my jam. I haven't spent a single dime into a mobile game, so probably never will. Next question. Are there any game mechanics that are in early Fire Emblems, like 4 or 5 specifically, that you wished appeared in more modern titles? Specifically thinking about Three Houses, I want more late recruitment. You can tell that the more recent games have started to shy away from having you recruit units after like the halfway point, or like Awakening only had a few characters that you recruited late game. Fates, again, like a couple, and then Three Houses has none. And I want more of that. I want more late recruits. It just feels like that's what Fire Emblem is to me. Without that, Fire Emblem doesn't feel like Fire Emblem anymore. I want late recruits, is what it comes down to. Alright, we have some more questions from Ilialadar. What game do you think gets too much flack from the community for dumb reasons? For dumb reasons? I don't want to say for dumb reasons for any of them, just because I don't think... No opinion is dumb. No opinion is bad. So I'm not going to say for dumb reasons, but I do think, like, the 3DS games especially, I think Fates and Awakening get a lot more flack, a lot more garbage than they deserve. I think they're better games than a lot of people will lead you to believe. They're not perfect by any means, and I understand that. I'm not going to sit here and defend, you know, Fates' story or anything, but the gameplay is so solid. It's just a really great time. And yeah, go play those games if you haven't, because if someone told you they're dumb, like, just try it anyways. Get your own opinion. Do you ever randomly find yourself making the same generic gestures as the units in Three Houses during their conversations? No. That was my impression of them during tea time when they're talking, but you cut them off, but they have to finish their animation of moving, so their hands are just like, while they're not talking. Hilarious. What do you think about having the protagonist be either male or female be an actual decision that impacts some game mechanics instead of being a cosmetic variation to fit different audiences? I think it's fine. I don't really care. I mean, they do that in Three Houses. You can, as a female, you can early recruit Sylvain, and you have access to different classes depending on your gender. They did that already. But yeah, they did that basically. All right. Anyways, thank you for all your questions, guys. A few more than I expected, actually, which is kind of fun to start. But again, if you want to ask me questions, go head over to the Fire Emblem Discussion Discord, which you can find in the description, and go to the Ask FED Anything channel, where you can ask me literally anything, and I will probably answer it in a video. So please go do that. And also, just thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and thank you for helping us get to 5,000 subscribers. It's a big milestone. It's a lot of fun. It's just a really cool thing. And to celebrate the 5,000 subscribers, we started a second channel that is Nintendo Discussion. It's going to be similar content to here, just based more on a broader topics and broader Nintendo news and analysis and stuff. So look forward to that. It's going to be a good time. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, you should do that. Oh, by the way, the link to the Nintendo Discussion, whatever, is in the description. Go check it out. And yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. And I'll catch you next time. Bye, friends.